Okay, we are back, and sorry about that little delay. I had to pull up my notes again because there was something I was trying to remember. So 71st, Kraz Cake, Rush City, 15.8, 21, 9, 13, 21, 15. Now, the reason I was pulling up the notes is because I wanted to see if the same creators from the last Mag Mammal were also taking this one, and I was wondering why that name sounded familiar, and I do remember because last year I believe he created City-o-War, which finished 19th out of 20, and um, City-o-War had some problems. Oh, this one's got 2 energy things, okay, and that one had some things that happened, so I'm curious to see what he'll do in this one. Oh my. I don't know what this music is, but I'm more focused on this background. Oh my. Okay, is there blocks here? Um eh. We Oh. Oh. Okay, I guess I just had to fall down. There's no indicator on that one, and okay, I really hate the bullets. Where is the super arrow thing? Oh, hi. And random car for some reason. I think this is what happened to City-o-War. Or I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but this music's kind of interesting. Oh, no more Apache Joes, please. I'm not hitting them for some reason, but that one was less annoying. Random Joe speeder thingy. Oh. What the heck was that? Oh. Ow. What the hell is this thing? Oh, okay. Don't shoot it, please. Oh, I'm probably dead. Okay, that platform color is a little different, so I'm wondering if that's a falling platform. Still need to remember that enemy's right there. I mean, so far I'm thinking this is okay. I can't slide. I mean, fortunately you can still jump through that area because, I mean, you do have at least some room. Oh my god, I hate the bladers. Oh. Okay, that was weird. Can I actually make this jump? Oh yeah, you can. Gimme bolts, little chibis. Oh, okay, this one just randomly spawned. Interesting. And the gate is already... Oh, hi. Water in the area. What's going on here? Thanks for finishing the level. There is an optional ride bike race that does lead to more goodies. Oh, really? If you're having problems, remember touching the sides won't kill you. Also get some parts. Need speed to get over them. Oh, also some parts need speed. Yeah, I don't think that was correct wording there, but anyway. Credits. Ultimecia for Duke Nukem Tileset Earthworm Gym music by Shiny and Interplay. Huh. Okay, you know what? I'm really curious what this bike thing... Oh. Okay, this is really curious. Oh. Oh, wait. I can't touch the blocks. Duh. Well, at least they put a checkpoint right there, so I'm at least happy about that. How are you supposed to get that thing? Ow. Ow. Ooh. Ah. That's a tough one right there, because there's a block really close to the edge. I don't know if you can land on that. I will say, I'm really liking this music. It's just so funky. I mean, it's kind of out, I would say it's out of place for a Mega Man game, but still, it's kind of neat in a way. Ooh! Wow, that's it? Huh. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. I was expecting a lot longer race, but... Alright, let's go ahead and get the last one. Oh god, that background is just hurting my eyes. And I still get hit by that shotgun. You know what this music kind of reminds me? It kind of reminds me of some of the Sonic 3 music from, like, Launch Base and whatever ones had supposedly Michael Jackson playing stuff in it, but it's kind of quirky in its own right. Ow. Now, looking at the way... don't die. But, all in all, I think this is at least an improvement over last year's, but it just seemed like it went really quickly. I do like the little additional thing he did, so I can give it some props for that. The level just feels very empty. Like, there's some ideas here, but there's just not much going on in general. The only real difficult part is the part with the bladers, and that's really only because bladers are hell to deal with. The wave bike section is sometimes unfair because Rider Joes can surprise you out of nowhere and knock you in the pits. Other than that, there's not much happening. I guess there's a tiny bit of difficulty curve, but the level seems so sparse. So hey everyone, this is Post Commentary Tappers here. It is October 29th. Yes, this is actually about 3 weeks after I recorded this part of the Magmammal run, at least part of the Tier 2 beginning, well actually of Rush City. So it was at this point today that I actually found out that kind of like with part of Yggdrasil, for some reason part of my audio just completely vanished after I exported it. And spoiler for what's coming up next, the rest kind of had the same issue. But yeah, I'm kind of speeding up the judge comments because really not much else to say aside from it is kind of dull. There's a lot of lacking enemies and yeah, that made a lot of sense. And along with just some really questionable things, but honestly, it's tolerable. It kind of should be better, but this is 70th place. That one Ender, Gigavolt Man, 17.2, 19, 11, 18, 24, 14. And I said all that while I've done a bunch of edits, and yeah, there's one energy element and 3 noble nickels. So I don't entirely remember what my commentary was and I should probably do this from now on, is actually check to make sure in Audacity that the audio came through 100%. I can't imagine it has anything to do with my headset, and I'm almost wondering if there's like an error of like things I had put in altogether. Also, you'll notice that shield attacker just went right off screen. Yeah, I mean, the challenges here are kind of lacking, to be honest. It seems like some elements don't belong and some probably could, but it's not exactly the most interesting stage. And then here there's some of the usual problem, kind of similar to Snowman, Best Puzzle, Wily Inc., whatever. So you'll notice that some of the blocks vanish, and then apparently there's some overlapping issue, and I think I show it a little later in this video that I trimmed down, but there ended up being two sheep spike blocks that stay on screen, and yeah, it's really inconsistent what it does, but the setups in some of these rooms aren't exactly too great either. It is using some slightly different Electman music along with some of the Electman graphic tile sets, whatever you want to call it. So it's like, it's alright, I guess. But then you get like a trap like that, which you could easily get hit by, and then you would think, oh, I go this way because that's a pit down there. No, you actually have to go down here. And because I wasn't thinking, I ended up skipping the Noble Nickel. So I just have Big Snakey eat me, kind of like Snake Man EXE would, and yeah, we just skip through that. And yeah, also notice that a yellow block is just randomly sitting out in space. Yeah, not exactly done well. But then you have this Noble Nickel, and I won't say a whole lot other than, well, I mean, I could mention some of the judge comments, but I'll just save that a little bit for later, even though it's going to be sped up since this is trimmed down. Getting this without using utilities may as well be impossible, because there's too many drop-off points, and, well, somehow I got there, but it's like, yeah, don't try to do this Buster, because it's just not going to work. But yeah, Big Snakey's weakness, bees, except they're probably not. I'm sure everything is weak to the Triple Blade or the Wheel Cutter, because those weapons are godly. Also, that block did not disappear for some really odd reason. But and weird camera scrolling. This little room, I don't know if I show it on here, but there is a few problems as far as I know. Not the Noble Nickel, but okay, I didn't show it. I was thinking I would show myself going up the ladder, but I didn't actually go up the ladder. Instead, I just proceeded as normal, and this is technically the end of the stage, which has no enemies unless you count the doors, which I almost rammed face first into, and that one respawned. There were no enemies. Also, it's got the Dr. Light symbol, which is nice since we are going to be facing Elect Man. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Gigavolt Man, or I mean, Volt Man. And we also have some remixed Mega Man 1 boss music, which is kind of nice, I suppose. But one complaint that does come up is, why is this OC character just standing up there chilling out? Well, as soon as I show it, okay, do I show it? Yes, I do. Yeah, you can talk to him, and apparently he's like, Mega Man, thank you for coming here. This Wily-bot took over my base. I couldn't do a thing. As Volt Man just charges up his shield. And if we defeat him, his core first power supply will appear and all that other good stuff. Also, I find it interesting that normally Volt Man would jump all the way up, but because there's an overhang where he jumped to, yeah, there's that. I almost died, and I do talk to him one more time, and, well, he doesn't exactly have anything interesting to say, so it's like, yeah, forget him. Yeah, some of these characters were just kind of put there and just randomly, and we'll be going to the judge comments here, and I'm also speeding it up because I wanted to include the Mega Man 8 Dr. Light's lab part, but a very bizarre stage. It does try to use Mega Man and Sheepman assets, and unfortunately some enemies are kind of like an afterthought, like, and then you have like Sniper Joes and those skull robot things. Also, apparently the Crusher in that one room can crash the game. I'm not exactly sure how, but apparently there's also a checkpoint issue with the Snakey, which can respawn and some other things. But yeah, the super adapter or the wire is kind of needed for the nickel, or well, more like the rush coil. But a lot of the levels, or I mean, I'm sorry, a lot of the screens feel really empty. It's kind of the big major point here. And I mean, I did mention the. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Speaking of the crusher, there is something I think Ace Spark will mention, but one of the ladders, the really small one on the left side of the screen, does not work properly for some reason, and it kind of does question if there was playtesting at all, which I can kind of see why the comments are there. And yeah, he's mentioning the Noble Nickel that was before the mini boss Snaky. So also, I don't really remember what the checkpoint placement was. Oh yeah, next to the mini boss. I mean, I'd almost have to see it because I didn't die after the mini boss. I died right at him, so it's kind of really hard to say what else goes on in Electown Place. But yeah, that's the video's coming to a close. But I do talk to a few of the residents here, some more important than others, like Splash Woman, clearly. Festival with enough water, visit the sewer, and yeah, it sucks. And she's just singing for help, hoping that Leviathan can take her away and maybe wash out the Chain Key Maker, who is clearly polluting the water. But we just can't put our finger on the reason why. Also, this jerk here, the Blader. Particular message pertains to knowledge exists in the one recently come into close. I don't remember what he said. Proximity of me is able to communicate effectively. Right. That is important stuff. But next time we will have at least a couple videos where the audio works. So this has been Tapperus, and I'll see you then.